Hey everyone, welcome back. How is everyone tonight? Trish is grabbing coffee. So, yes, it is going to be a very interesting night prepping, Princess. You got that right. Now that the verdict is in, it's going to be a very interesting night, probably weekend, probably the next couple of weeks. So, it's going to be a very interesting night, probably weekend, probably the next couple of weeks. Oh gosh. Is that going to be like that all night? Or is that just Trisha's phone that's going off and doing that? Gosh. Is that going to be like that all night? Or is that just Trisha's phone that's going off and doing that? I think it's Trisha's phone. So, I think it's Trisha's phone. So, I'm having a hard time because Trisha's phone is giving feedback. Anyway, what?
Hang on a minute.
I'm having a hard time because your phone is giving me feedback, and I'm like, wait a minute.
All right, it's off now. Sorry, I had to get a cup of coffee.
It is.
I left my other phone on.
But anyway, yeah, I think tonight, leading into the weekend, possibly the next few weeks, is going to be, dare I say, the same as last year, or maybe even worse. Yeah, if you live in the areas or the surrounding areas of these cities, just be vigilant. Head on a swivel. Please be careful. If you don't have to leave your homes, don't. What? It's midnight in England. Someone is knocking on your front door. You're in bed. Yeah, don't answer that door. What the heck? That's scary.
Yeah, that's a little much.
God. That's all right. I got a story for you. Real quick before we get into this. Tuesday was trash day, the day they come and collect trash, right? And me and Sean just picked up Mom, and we're driving down our street, and we're about to pull into our driveway. And there's this woman walking down the street, and we knew she was on something. And she's bending down, and she's picking up trash, and we're like, what's going on? And when she's bending down, she's like contorting herself into like a pretzel. It's very strange.
Yeah.
So she gets to our driveway and she grabs my trash can, because we have those, the big blue trash cans that the county gives you?
Yeah.
She takes my trash can. She starts walking down the street. I get out of the car and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Stop it. That's my trash can. And all of a sudden you hear, sorry. No, sorry. Don't touch. It's not yours. So she walks next door to my neighbor's house and she does the same thing. So Sean, my husband, takes off running after her, going, hey, we just yelled at you for trying to take our trash can. Now you're going to take my neighbor's trash can? So all of a sudden she goes, sorry. And she runs across the street to my other neighbor's house. And he's got two big blue trash cans. She tries to take off with his trash cans, and Sean's running down the street going, yo, what are you doing? We just yelled at you for trying to take these two trash cans. Now you're taking his trash cans.
She's gonna keep going until she doesn't get yelled at for taking one.
So be mindful. Watch your trash cans, because you don't know who's on what and what their plan is.
What she plans on putting in there.
Oh, man, no kidding. Yeah, like a child. Don't touch. Don't touch. No. Yeah, Dave, she was a tweaker, I swear. And when and I said, what the hell? And when Sean walking back to the house, he threw up his hands. He goes, crackheads. And mom goes, no, Flocka. I'm like, what?
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God, when I tell you. Oh, it was terrible. Oh, yeah. So be vigilant, chocolate. Yeah.
Chocolate and coffee.
Be vigilant. Keep an eye on your trash cans. You just don't know. Anyway, maybe she was going to use it for water storage. Very funny, firefighter.
Hey, you never know.
You're going to be a wise ass.
I've used those as rain barrels before, so you never know.
Yeah, but come on, You're better than zombies, Barb. Really? But yes, you can. Sorry, get out of here. Yeah, it is a good thing I got here in time. Can you imagine? I would have been. Because around here, you're not allowed to use your own trash cans. You're only allowed to use the ones that the county gives you.
Yeah, and you got to sign for them, if I'm not mistaken. At least here, you have to sign for them.
Yeah.
If they end up missing, you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. I already pay enough in property taxes, and that includes the damn trash can.
And up here, those large trash cans are $100 and something a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have one of the bigger ones.
If you think about it, she's pretty smart, because if she grabs a few of those and she starts turning them in, she can probably get paid $100 for each one of them.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I was livid that day. Oh, no kidding. I had just gotten done doing a little bit of shopping, so I was pissy anyway, dealing with the public. There wasn't enough coffee in my system running through my veins to deal with that.
Oh boy.
No kidding.
Wow.
So anyway, let's get on with this, okay? About the verdict. All right.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, I don't know who's happy with it, who's not happy with it, okay? But it is what it is, right? We can agree to disagree on just about everything. Yes? Yep. Hey, Dawn. But you know that there was threats put out there that if the verdict wasn't rendered what they wanted it to be, even the poor judge, he was getting threatened.
Right.
And he had nothing, it's not like he can bring down a verdict. I mean, it was a jury of his peers, for crying out loud.
Right.
So, I mean, we're going to be having these groups out now, and I'm not going to name them because what's the point in even giving them any kind of recognition? We're going to have these groups now going back to these cities like Kenosha. We had them here in Tampa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Causing chaos and havoc again.
Yeah, the alphabet people. Yes, we know who you mean.
Yeah.
We get it. Yeah. But you gotta understand, they're paid to do that. That's what people don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
They're paid to do that.
Of course they are.
My only real concern is if they do something like that now, after this verdict, then it's gonna potentially send a message to jurors for other verdicts in the future.
Right.
Because they already said they were going to do something stupid, right?
Right.
And so if they do, okay, they may, but could it possibly influence other verdicts down the road?
Right.
I don't know.
And plus, it would also make a lot of us think twice, maybe, if we were to ever defend ourselves. Are we going to have our freedoms taken away by being arrested if we defend ourselves? if we get attacked, you know?
That wouldn't intimidate me one damn bit.
No, but a lot of us, it just might.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Really? Oh, I was just reading what Dawn Marie just said. AP or Jason said there have already been promises of riots in major cities tonight, like Philly, New York, Chicago, and some other big ones. Be aware, head on a swivel. Yeah, exactly, Dawn. It's, when, and for what reason?
Well, I pretty much figured that they were waiting for the lights to go out, and when they
Yeah.
do.
And, and it's already dark here, so, I mean, I don't even want to turn on the news. I never really watch TV anyway, but if anybody he sees or anything, say it in the comments, you know what I mean? So we can keep track of whatever,
I couldn't be bothered because they're going to skew it anyway.
Well, right. But I mean, if they're actually in these cities, like firefighter said, Kenosha's 15 minutes away from them.
Yeah.
So he's going to be the one to know first.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's going to be what it's going to be. It's unfortunate. And I don't know that, any of us can really do anything about it or control it. You certainly don't want to be around it if it happens, right?
Right. But I mean, when you've got Tampa literally right here, right. My husband is there right now.
Yeah.
I texted him and I said, do yourself the favor.
Yeah.
Do not take Del Mabry to come home. Because Del Mabry is the main road that runs right through Tampa.
Mm. So,
thank you, firefighter. Yeah, keep us all posted, will you? Because, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is. The poor kid was defending himself against 3 guys. Well, actually 4, really, because he killed the 2, he injured the 1, and the other guy that they said is unnamed tried to kick him in the head.
Yeah. See, I say it a little bit differently. He shot 2 people and they died. In my view, he didn't kill 2 people. He shot him.
Right. Because the one hit him in the head with a skateboard, right?
Yeah. It was very, very painfully clear that they attacked him first.
Right. And so, I mean, if you've ever been hit with a skateboard, you don't have to be hit with the wooden part. It's the wheels that are going to hurt the most.
Yeah. Yeah. And they used it as a weapon towards his skull. So, yes. Yeah. I mean, okay. He did what he did. I'm not going to say right or wrong. A jury already said the answer to that, right? I would have defended myself too.
Right.
So, it is what it is.
Yeah, Robin, I don't know if anything's going to go down in Tampa or not, but because of last year and things did go down in Tampa, I'm only being on alert, because we just can't be too cautious right now, Yep. So.
Yeah.
Oh. Off topic, I found a website listing amounts with categories of food needed to prep for up to 1 year. It's easy prepping / food storage / calculator / hashtag food - storage. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Check it out. I've seen some complicated ones and
yeah,
they're so complicated. It doesn't make sense. And when you want to try to change it per how many people in your household, it just skews the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's good to see that there is one out there.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
So, on another note,
Yes.
what has everyone been prepping this week?
Mm. Me,
Let's put it in
firewood.
the comments, okay, so we can bounce ideas off of each other. All right.
With me, it's firewood. I've been doing it all day today, all week, last week. Doing
Yeah.
it tomorrow.
Right.
Firewood. Just stacking it, getting it, making sure it's clean and dry and ready to go.
Yeah. Hmm. Me, I finally got my freezer. I'm just waiting for Dave, or Dirty White Boy, as you guys know him, to go pick it up at Lowe's.
Oh boy.
Mr. Man. So, and then I did get non-perishables because I can't buy any meats until my freezer gets here.
I think Dirty White Boy, I think that's a hint. Just a little tiny hint. Little
um, but shopping this week, food shopping this week, has been like a rigmarole. Kroger's and even Walmart online, forget it. Okay, my my order with Kroger's would have been like 250. I only ended up spending 150 because they didn't have even half of what I needed. Okay, because you know how you're shopping, shopping, shopping. You go to check out and it says there's something wrong with your order. This order cannot be placed. And then you got to go back and delete, 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 because all of a sudden, within those few seconds, all of those items are now out of stock. And the same thing happened with Walmart. My order would have been 277. It got knocked down to 144. So then yesterday, actually Wednesday and Thursday, I went and just tried to fill in the gaps of the stuff that I couldn't get online. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That it was like a nightmare. I mean, a literal utter nightmare. It was so bad. It was so bad just trying to find anything that I needed. I mean, it's like a lot of the stuff, is for Thanksgiving, okay?
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff is for my pantries. And good luck finding, the stuff that I normally give for my pets, like their treats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can't find it.
What about your stores there? Are you having a lack of finding it there? Is that why you're doing it online, or you just want to do it online?
Well, I normally buy stuff online. Ever since I found out that I could go shopping through Kroger online and having it delivered right to my door, including meats, it's like been a God save. I mean, literally, and their prices are so much better than a lot of other stores.
Yeah.
But I mean, half of their stuff, their inventory is just not there.
Yeah.
And neither is Walmart, Target. I went to Aldi. They had a few things. Target had a few things. Big Lots, they had a lot of good things on clearance. I stocked up on granola bars, Pop-Tarts, like a breakfast stuff, because Sean and Andrew take that stuff to work.
Mm-hmm.
But just what a mess trying to get pet supplies. What a mess. What a mess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Slightly off topic. Somebody sent me an email today. And I wanted to address a question. It's an odd question.
Okay.
But it's a very valid question. There is a device that they make that can, when someone is driving by your home, that they can utilize to detect how much currency is in a particular building as they drive by it.
What?
Yeah. So, there's a particular device that once aimed properly, and they tap a button. I didn't see what you put up there. Sorry.
Oh, Sweet and Spicy said about Sam's Club having the 6-hour can heat for $18.95 for the 12-pack. I was just letting other people know because that's something that we always encourage people to buy for grid down cooking.
Mm-hmm. So back to what I was saying. There is a device that can be pointed in a direction to detect how much is in a particular building, whether it's your home, whether it's a business, whether it's a warehouse. Banks, you can't do it at, and there's a reason why, right? But they wanted to know what kind of way, what do I know about that can block that transmission of that signal? And I believe the person was on earlier. I don't know if they're still on here, but the answer to your question is this. Go to any yard sale, junk sale, I don't know, go to Walmart if you want. Just buy a very small, I call it a safe, but it's not a safe, little microwave. Tiny little microwave. I don't care if it works, if it don't work. Buy it at a yard sale. If it doesn't work, if it needs repairs, that's even better. You can probably get it for less than $20. Buy a little microwave. Why? Put it in that. Then take the cord, wrap it around it, and put needs repair on a piece of paper and duct tape it to it. Nobody's going to think to look in an old microwave that says needs repair if it's in your garage or attic or your basement, right? If microwaves can't get out when you're using a microwave, then that little thing that they're pointing at your house to find out how much currency you have in your home, because all currency has a little strip in it, and that little strip transmits back and forth with that little electronic device what you have and how much. So if you take a little microwave and put it in there and put needs repair on it, wrap the cord around it, put it aside, nobody's ever going to bother it. Anybody that ever breaks into your home is never going to look in it. And if microwaves can't get out when you're using it, which it can't, then microwaves can't transmit into it to get the signal back as to how much currency you have in your home.
Okay, now, good call, Rose. Is this just for paper fiat?
Yes. Because that's the only thing that has that strip in it. So that's the answer. A microwave. A small one. Just do a little one. They sell them at every yard sale possible.
Right.
So anyway. I can't see that.
Dawn, she said, what about just an actual safe? Would that work?
No. Not from that little magnetic thing. It's odd. A safe will keep people out, but it won't keep out that signal. You would think it would, but it doesn't. So unless they're rated for it, they might be rated for it. You might be able to get a really expensive one, but why? You just go get a microwave that doesn't even work. It doesn't matter if it works or not. It works great with the door shut. No microwaves out, no microwaves in. Very simple.
Leo, wife, said, what if it's locked in a gun safe, like a huge one?
Well, again, it's not rated for those microwaves that are coming and aimed to pick up the signal from the currency. So, to my knowledge, no, that won't work. They'll still, it doesn't mean they can get at it, right? It's still a locked safe, but they can still tell how much if they have that device. how much is in your home.
Now, Sweet and Spicy said, "Is that for the $100 bills only, or do the small bills have the strips too?"
Hold it up to the light, and you'll be able to see the strip.
Okay.
I don't think they're in $1 bills, but honestly, don't ask me that because I don't even use the damn things. I believe 5 and up they're in them. Last I checked.
Faraday bag, EMP bag.
I'm
reading the comments, so
yeah, Faraday should, yes, Faraday should cover that. It should. As you know, it blocks out all signals, right? Because the last time I was on the phone with you, I chucked our phone conversation in Faraday to see if it would work, and it cut you off.
Yeah.
So they do work well. So yeah, that should work, but not everybody can afford a Faraday bag. A lot of them are $200 or, depending on the cost. So just get a really cheap, no, tinfoil does not work. Just get a really cheap microwave. Just about everybody's got a microwave that broke or doesn't work or there's a part missing or whatever. It still functions the same way that I'm discussing. Microwaves can't get out, microwaves can't get in. No, tinfoil does not work. I suppose if you do a lot of tinfoil, maybe it will help. But I think you'd need a few rolls. So I hope you were on to get that answer, but if not, I will email you to tell you to listen to that.
Is it online, Chicken Prepper? Saw Shop for a penny in Ponte Verde Beach. I'm not near Ponte Verde Beach. They have a website. What? Wait, what? They have a website and they have cheap prepper food. All right. Email me the website.
Yeah, $400, that's a lot. Yeah, it depends on what you need, certainly. Yeah, Sweet and Spicy. I know they have some Faraday bags that are cheaper, but they are very small.
Yeah.
Anyway. And I don't know if Sandy is on tonight. Sandy, if you're on, I got your pictures, honey. Thank you.
A penny with Shop for a penny with a duck. Okay, thank you.
Oh, wow. Terry, your phone still rings through the Faraday bag that you bought. I think there's a problem with that.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
No, when I got mine, the first thing I did, Autumn and I were on the phone, and I said, "Hey, if this cuts you off, that means it works." And I just chucked the phone in the Faraday bag and folded it up, and next thing I know, I hear beep, and the phone went off. So your phone should not work inside a Faraday bag as long as you're folding it up. And usually, you fold them up. It's not just a zipper. At least in the ones that I have. If you're using just a zipper to close it, that's not a real Faraday bag.
No, not at all. Oh, boy.
So have you, back to the topic of before, have you heard of anything odd happening? I mean, it's only 7:30. Anything?
Not yet. Not here. I'll say that, not here. Has anyone heard of anything going off or popping off in your areas if you live near major cities?
Also, I wanted to let, while we're waiting on answers on that, wanted to let everybody know that's on the newsletter. They will be going out this weekend. I'm a little bit behind just because of everything I've been doing, but it's been made for a little bit, and yeah, they'll be going out this weekend. So just to let you know. Yeah, wasn't that an unusual switch or turn of events of somebody having surgery and somebody else stepping in?
Yeah,
Right?
saw that, and I'm like, didn't you mention something that was something like that was going to happen? You said that a couple of months ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, let's see how he does, right?
You did mention that a while ago.
Uh-huh. People don't know my sources.
Stop.
Don't know my sources.
You did mention that. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's yeah, good point there, KY Cat. You got it. Yep. Practical. You got it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I see what she said.
Yeah.
All right.
Practice. You got it. Um yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't, Diana. No, you didn't. Mm.
um, you know, I'm sure he'll be up and about, right? In the near future. For a while.
Who?
Yeah.
Yes, Jack Cat. Yes, you can.
Mm.
USA about to get 2 million gallons of diesel delivered from Russia on the East Coast.
Yeah, the hard way. The hard way.
Hard way.
I'm just saying.
Don't even.
Uh-huh.
Can we catch you up on what you missed, treasure seekers? Really? No, by ship. VR said.
Yeah. Well.
Accidental spill. Sonny Ali. Oh boy. Smallpox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about. I have not looked into that. I know Jason did. What? Who's not a female? Um, I know Jason did because of the vial that was found in Philly.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't looked into any of it. I really haven't.
Yeah.
Whoa. Portland, Oregon police chief Assist reasonable protest, aka riots. We are expecting them. Oh man.
Tom, good point. Very
Thank
good.
you. What?
Tom, very good point. Amazon stopped using Visa in the UK.
Yes, I know. I heard about that.
Yep. We'll see if that's a permanent thing or not. I don't know.
Yeah. It was something about the fact that they're not receiving payment fast enough or something along those lines.
Mm.
Yeah. Where was the trial? It was in Kenosha, was it not?
I think so. I've heard that name a lot, so I'm assuming it is, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, so it was interesting that they found those vials. I mean, they're allowed to have them there, to my knowledge, but why would you have it? I mean, what's the purpose? That was supposed to have been eradicated, right? So why would you keep that available?
Hmm.
I mean, I get why they have one, but I guess why other people would be able to get at it.
Yeah. Sweet and spicy, no, I could not. I cannot share that kind of information. And plus, I don't have that kind of information anyway. Only because I can get a strike for that because it would be considered medical misinformation. And I'm not going down that road again. So,
No, you don't need to go there.
no.
No need. Biological warfare, yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
But still, I would have thought they would have had that under better control
Right.
and not just found in a refrigerator. I mean, okay, it's probably in a locked building, but still, um, that other thing got out, didn't it? Right? So,
Oh, that's no joke, Sony. Yeah. America will come to a standstill if Amazon cancels Visa here.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen.
No.
I'm not a big Amazon shopper myself. A couple things. That's about it.
Have you seen the new emergency number similar to 911? It's sad. No, I haven't. What is that? What are you talking about?
Um,
Don't they usually make accounts? I found that kind
I don't know. I didn't even see that. I did notice though, with regard to Visa, that they went from about $238 a share down to $200. And I was shocked by that because it has always, always, always gone up. And I'm telling you, after Friday today, it will go up again. A lot of people had shorts on Visa, just like they had shorts on silver. So they were driving it down.
Oh, well, what? Hey, who was this person? Bender Posh Burn Loot Murder? No. Uh, get that shit out of here, please. We don't do that here. Mm-mm. Do not incite any kind of violence over here. All right.
Yeah. Was that taken down by a mod, or
I don't know.
I haven't seen many people in here tonight, mod wise. A few here or there, but um,
I don't know, Linda. That's a really good question. About the debit cards that are ATM backed by Visa, because they carry the logo. Would that, you know, be the same thing, or is it just Visa credit cards themselves? Or is it also the debit cards? I don't know. That's a really good question because it doesn't just about all banks have the Visa logo on their debit cards.
yeah, Visa will be the one that survives in the end. But that doesn't mean the banks will. Whether or not it says Visa on it really doesn't matter. It's backed by the bank that you are banking with. And if your bank goes, your card goes with it. It has zero effect on Visa.
Oh,
But
the banks in the UK just went to MasterCard. Home and Garden Diaries just said.
I guess that's not a huge shock. I mean, it could have been the fees. The fees might have been outrageous.
Mm,
But like I said, they dropped almost $40 a share. That's a shock.
yeah.
I still believe it'll go right back up, though, because that's what happens.
Right. Someone wants to know, do you think there will be a bail soon?
You mean a bail-in?
I don't know.
Oh, that says bail-in. That's a good question. I'm mixed on it. I think they've already fixed it into everything else that's already in the market. I don't think the banks are gonna receive any funds from the next stimulus, if that's what you're asking, because that's generally what happens. No, I don't see it. There just isn't enough, and I know that they can keep printing to infinity. I know that. I think it's unlikely. I think the bail-in will be our money. As I've always mentioned from day one, they will, when desperate, they will convert our money into shares of the bank, and they will shut the doors, hold your money, and the shares will drop, and you'll lose them. That is, I believe, the bail-in, if there's going to be one at all. CB, do I think the drastic dollar decline by the end of the year is still going to happen? Yes, it already is, if you think about it. All of our prices are going up on everything, right? That means your purchasing power is dwindling every single day. The fact that it's still listed on the Dixie as like 92 or 93 or even up to 97, that happens. That number is completely fake. Completely fake. Your purchasing power dwindling every single day based on the costs of everything rising up, that should tell you that your dollar is devaluing more and more and more every day.
Yeah.
So do I think it's going to drastically go by the end of the year? Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Thank you, firefighter. He said there's only like 10 people standing around the courthouse in Kenosha. Thank you. Hopefully nothing happens tonight because ugh, it'll be the most ridiculous thing ever. I mean, seriously, think about it.
Right.
Running for What's with the lady running for treasure or something to do with banks? Wants to close all banks.
Yeah. I forget her name, to be honest. Yeah, they do. They wanna close them all anyway.
That's the
But
most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my life.
to close a bank?
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, I mean, for oh shit.
Not really. I mean, when you think about how corrupt the entire system is, it's actually not that far fetched. Would be a good heads up to let the rest of us.
Amarova. Sauli Amarova, however you say that name. She's a communist. Yeah, Cyan. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, Celia Amarova. Yeah. Well, they'll be taking our cash if they do it. That's just the way it's going to go. That's why I keep telling you guys, don't keep any more than 1 month's worth of money in the bank. I've said it.
She wants the federal bank to be your bank.
Right. Federal Reserve Bank, which is what I've said also, that, you'll end up with a Fed account. Your money will be there. But in order to get that Fed account, what are you going to have to do? Comply. Whatever the comply rules are, you can be sure that'll be one of them, right? So yeah, you can be certain of it. They want everything to be Fed accounts. Yes, they want to cancel all the banks. They see it as ridiculous that there are so many. I mean, if you think about it, Bank of China is the only one they have there, right? Russia. It's not like they have the same kind of stuff that we have, multiple choices, all that. They want the government running it all. So wouldn't the central banks love that, right? To have it all under a Fed account. Control everything, watch everything, monitor everything, and deny anything that they want to deny with regard to transactions or keep deposits. Because let's face it, if you receive some money, they want to know if you've paid taxes on that money. And they're going to hold it until you do. Right?
Right.
It's just, it's ridiculous. So if they do that, they would open up Fed accounts for everybody. That's what you'd have. That's the only thing you'd have. Can they do it? Yeah, they could do it overnight. And that's why I always say don't keep any more than 1 month's worth of money in the bank.
Someone just said she was caught shoplifting at TJ Maxx. Who the hell shoplifts at TJ Maxx? I mean, if you can't afford to shop at TJ Maxx, really?
Nothing would shock me. I don't know if it's true or not.
It's like, okay, the one guy that was shot in the arm by Kyle Rittenhouse, and then the other guy that was friends with him and went to the hospital to go see him, the guy with the beard. Do you know that last night those two were pulled over and arrested for DWI last night?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. How credible are they?
Well, like I said, that's what they want. They want to take your cash. They want to put it in the Fed account. They want it all controlled by the government. In many other countries, you're not allowed to have any more money than anybody else. You get a stipend every month. That's it. That's pretty much what they want you to live on. And after that, I believe they'd issue ration cards. So now they control your food too. That's why we keep saying prep until you can't anymore. I've been asking for a long time now, when do we stop? And I still haven't gotten that signaled, in my head. that says,
Well,
yeah.
no, of course not, because like I've said, because you've asked me that question, I don't know how many times, and I keep telling you the same answer until that feeling in your gut goes away.
Right. And mine has not gone away yet.
No, neither is mine. And it's not fear.
Right.
That's not what this is.
Right.
That's not what the feeling in my gut is.
Right.
Okay. A lot of people have come to me and they say, "Oh my gosh, you've got so much food. I wish I could do that and do this and do that and do this. And how the heck did you accumulate all this? You think this was done overnight?" No, it took me over a year to do that. Okay. That didn't happen overnight. And, I need you guys to seriously sit back and look at what you have and organize and get your preps in order now. Get your inventory in order now. Don't wait any longer. I don't, I'm getting a megaphone. That's it. Because obviously that's the only way my voice is going to be heard from now on.
Somebody just asked a moment ago, what do you do with regard to direct deposits to your checking account? If there's all these issues with banks, or if there's a Fed account, what do you do?
I don't know, because I have the same thing.
I don't have direct deposit. I don't like it. Honestly, right. I was in banking for years, right? I never did direct deposit. Not once, ever. And I worked at banks. Didn't allow it. So what do you do? If that's all they allow you to do, you don't have a choice, right? You got to play the game. You got to do what you got to do. But I wouldn't leave any more than 1 month's worth of money in the bank.
That's for damn sure, Jungle Jim. Insurance companies are embezzlers. You got that straight. Oh, God, especially when it comes to homeowners insurance.
It's all a racket. All the insurance. That is a racket. It's a great racketeer's game. Raised bed homestead. Yes. 7 years. You got it. We talked about that before.
What, the 7-year famine?
Stockpiling. He mentioned Joseph's stockpiled 7 years worth of food. Yeah, we are at that point again, and I think we're about 1 year in. We're close to 1 year in, maybe not a full year, but that's how it began. It began with a declining amount being produced, a declining amount being distributed, a declining amount being stored. And these days, what do we do here? Oh, we sell it off to a foreign country. I mean, come on, we've sold how much of our grain for multiple years ahead of time that isn't even grown away to other nations already. So anything we do grow, good luck. That's why we're saying get it now.
Yeah.
Well, you still can.
Yeah. You're going to get a hint in the next book. I love hearing you read. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I haven't released another video on the Great Depression. When Sean is home, I cannot film. So the videos that you saw over the past 3 days were pre-recorded. So, because when he's home, he either has music blasting or the TV turned up so damn high I can't hear myself think. Yeah. So when he's home, I can't, it's, and my phone only holds so much memory. So that's why I didn't do any Great Depression videos. So they will start back up tomorrow. Have Sean be my guest of honor.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Right.
Well, you've had Andrew on. Why not? The same.
But yeah, anyway, so let's because we know that the price of meats are going up in January, and because we all see what's going on in these stores, grocery stores and whatnot. Okay, let's start buckling down. Dave, do not be an enabler to Sean. Stop it. You need to get on the ball, damn it, and get your shite squared away. I saw those preps last night. So get on the ball, get organized, get your inventory done. Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
Because I had one hell of a problem just trying to find stuff for Thanksgiving and to fill in my gaps. It was like hell. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm still trying to find my gaps, but I've decided that I had to transfer away from food and start doing other things. That's why I'm doing firewood, and I'm doing the nutrient dense compost for the garden for next year. I'm trying to make sure that if it's not food that I have gaps in, what other areas do I have gaps in? And mine was, we want to do a garden next year. We don't have one currently.
Yeah.
And we need to you can't start it in the spring. You really got to start it months and months ahead. So we're doing our best to make sure we do that this fall. And I've got that already cooking in the yard.
Yeah.
And now I'm just going to literally add raised beds around it and put it to bed for the winter.
Right.
And that way no matter that, and that's why I also concentrated on a lot of meat this year, because I knew I could do some vegetables, but then grow the rest next year.
Yeah.
I was really only going to concentrate on a year's worth or a season's worth of vegetables to get us through. I have way more than that, but that's also why I got the seeds. So, getting that done was important, and now just trying to figure out what are the next gaps, and I still haven't figured that all out yet.
Wow, Tara, holy cow. See, this is something that we should all be having this conversation right here. We are meeting with my daughter-in-law's parents tomorrow, and we are going to tell them that our preps are ours, and my son is not prepping for them. Harsh, but it has to be said. Holy moly. Yeah, you know what? We all need to have this conversation. We all need to have it. It is scary, Tara. You're absolutely right. Because I have one of those in my family too. He's one of those, I'll just get a bunch of guns and come and take what I need when I need it. Really? Because he's that person that is not allowed in my house. Not even for Thanksgiving is he allowed in my house. Because Sean and I don't want him seeing what we have. So. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, if SHTF happens, I'm coming to your house. Good luck getting in. Yes, Diana, I know. I think that's why I'm having such a problem finding anything with relating to my pets, especially when it comes to their snacks, of all things. And Chewy was just delivered, but I only got half of the order. No dog food. I got cat food and cat litter, but no dog food. So,
Well, they must have charged an arm and a leg to ship cat litter.
no, it's free shipping if it's over $49.
Oh, good, because that's outrageously heavy.
Yeah, because I buy 120 pounds of cat litter a month, and I don't even use 120 pounds a month. I have about 400 pounds of cat litter stocked right now, maybe more.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't can dog food or cat food. They don't even get wet food. They only get dry food. So. Annie Buck, thank you. Entirely pets for your pet meds. Okay, thank you. Do they require prescriptions? Like when it comes to some flea meds, and you need prescriptions for them? Kitsy, are they starting the protesting now? Because we're not hearing anything. T-bones on sale, $7.99 a pound. Hams are going for $6.99 a pound around here. It's ridiculous. Tell Dad I said to stop giving the dog chocolate, please. He doesn't need it. It's not good. The diapers are what? Diapers are going out of sale and we cannot find any for our granddaughter, so we bought washables. It's getting bad. Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. There is a diaper shortage. I said that, like a month ago about the diaper shortage. Started making my own dog food. What?
Timothy, can they scan for precious metals like they do for money? To my knowledge, no. I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, no.
There's nothing in Kenosha. Good. Los Angeles is gearing up LAPD. Oh, here we go.
Right?
There's so much going on in LA. It's disgusting.
What are your stores looking like in your neck of the woods? Have you mentioned that? If so, I missed it.
They're filling like empty shelves in with stuff that doesn't belong.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It looks terrible. It really does. Yeah.
Are you finding appliances in the meat section yet?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's like almost like it's but what they're doing is they're putting piles and piles and piles of like turkey roasters and things like that because why? It's the holidays are coming.
Right. Yeah.
So they're putting turkey fryers and turkey pans and this and that and
Right. Well, the turkey pans, I kind of expect it, but all the different appliances and stuff, I really don't expect that to be in the meat section.
Yeah. But well, that's what they're doing it, but it's pallets and pallets and pallets of it.
I'm amazed they get that many.
But there's not a lot of turkeys though, or hams. But they're $6.99 a pound for the hams. The
Oh, really?
turkeys, they're a good price, but there's not a lot of them.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Really, formula and baby wipes are disappearing by Dawn Marie. I haven't really checked out the baby sections by me.
Yeah, I haven't walked into a grocery store in almost a month now, so I do need to kind of check it out, even if I'm not shopping, but I haven't had a chance.
No, I really don't.
I got to go in there with my phone fully charged because I really want to do some pictures or a video.
I have no reason to stock up on diapers.
And you don't really wanna.
No.
I don't blame you.
I mean, I just.
No.
Yes, I know, Tom. That's a very good point. Don't forget to stock up on pest control. Exactly. Because, soon there won't be, trash collection and things like that. So, yeah, if you wanted to do like mouse traps, or like even like the sticky, what are those called? Like they're sticky traps,
Yeah.
those type of things too.
Yeah, I hate those things. I thought when he said pest control, he meant freedom seeds. Sorry.
No. Nightmare. No.
That's my kind of pest control. Well, oh, that's a good one. Fly paper. That's a good idea.
What is it?
Fly paper. It's a good idea.
Fly paper. Yes.
Yeah.
Will be a great grandmother. I am not a great grandmother. I'm not even a grandmother.
Right. Yeah. You're way too young for that.
Stop.
These
guys are terrible. Thank you. Lowe's in Arkansas is fully stocked with riding lawnmowers and Christmas trees. Guys.
Somebody was asking if food manufacturers have reached out to food banks to donate or to talk to us about what we need. They may have for some food banks, but they have not for ours. No. Generally, if you want to get anything from them, you've got to email them and submit a list of the people that you have that come to the food banks. And we generally don't like to give out that kind of information. You can't say like 20 people and list X amount of females, X amount of males. You've got to actually list their names, their addresses, and information that we wouldn't want to give out because that kind of information is not something we would give out. But most of those places, even Walmart, won't do donations unless you give them a list of the type, and that's what they call them, the type of people that go to your bank. But they actually want names and addresses. We're not doing it.
Can we talk about the next PA? Samantha, what is that, honey? Or are you talking about pandemic?
Yeah.
You're talking about the Omega.
I have it listed in the newsletter. It's on the top of page 8. It'll be coming out this weekend. Okay.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't, because of a strike issue. Just leave it at that. If you're
Yeah.
part of the newsletter, you'll get it.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom.
It's in video form, and it's on the top of page 8.
Yeah.
You know, of the November.
For some reason, when I speak on things like that, I get struck down. As you all know, Prepper Nurse 1 got struck down again. He's supposed to be back today, from what I understand. But anytime I speak on things like that, strike. But if anybody else talks about it, they get, fly right on by. Nothing happens to them. But if I dare speak anything on any subject that has to deal with anything medical wise, I get struck down. Right. So I will not speak anything on that stuff. That's why we came out with the newsletter. So if there's of any kind of anything that has any kind of importance, it will go in the newsletter. And that's where it will stay.
Right.
Because that's the only way we can get that kind of pertinent information out to you without me getting in trouble.
Yeah. Marna, she's asking if they ask for people's personal information with regard to the food banks before donating to them to be able to market to them. No, they do not. They're simply conducting a survey to make a list, and we don't want our people on any of their lists. There's no need for it. I figure at this stage, if people are willing to go to a food pantry, many will not. I think it's mostly, there's a stigma a lot of times with regard to food pantries, and some it's just sheer pride, some it isn't, but they just don't want to do it. And I get it, I understand it. But we don't want to have their name on a list, because we never know where that list is now going to go. We can't control it once it's out there. So no names, no lists, no addresses, no nothing.
Do we have any information on, hang on, let me go back and read that. Permanent power outage, dark winter. That is a hinky subject, only because no one really truly knows what dark winter. Oh, thank you, Charles. I have 2 grandsons. Don't worry, you will love it when your son calls you grandma. You wise ass, you. No one truly knows what dark winter, is referring to. Okay. Some people say power outage. Some people say we're going to be without communication, that type of thing. Thank you, Melissa. Some people say, dark winter could be, the fact that, we're going to be dealing with what we're dealing with right now, but it's going to be 100 times worse, like with the supply chain crisis, not being able to buy and receive goods food-wise. Okay. This, okay, possible more lockdowns, that type of thing. I mean, it could be anything, right on. So it really all depends on who you speak to, where you get your resources, and how they define what dark winter really is. Dark winter could mean anything to anybody. Or you can come up with your own conclusion and take all of your resources and bring them together and say, this is what I think it is. Okay. Angry Pepper said, look up deep dark winter and you'll be shocked. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's along the same lines as Jason does. We've been friends for almost a year now, and we've come to the same conclusions on a lot of things. So, there's, you have to look at it, look at the big picture, and take all of your resources and come to your own conclusions sometimes, So, Trump and Biden are brothers. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, and it's like the other thing with, yeah, exactly, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, and things like that. It's like there's just so much stuff. You just don't know. You really don't.
They're right about the Freemasons, though.
Oh, yeah. But even that shite, you can't even talk about that because I can get struck for that.
Yeah. You get struck for anything these days.
Now, see, that's a bunch of BS right there, Melissa. When you said that they're comparing Kyle getting acquitted to the white man chasing down slaves in the 1800s. That is absolute BS. That is absolute BS. This has nothing to do with anything that happened back in the 1800s. None of us that are alive today have, hang on.
Run. Open.
Hey, son. Have anything to do with anyone that even lived back then. So I don't even want to hear that.
True.
You know what I mean? So. Question, Trish. Here you go. It's from Tom.
Hang on, I got a delay on my end.
Okay. It says, would it be better to buy silver ingots or silver coins and gold ingots or gold coins? Which is better?
Silver coins.
Okay. Really, Donna? Australia just locked down for all. I thought they were only targeting.
Yeah.
Where's Australian Ange? Is she in here?
Yeah, she was earlier.
Oh, there she is. Okay. And she says, no, we haven't. Oh, thank the Lord.
Yeah, I was wondering. We've got an Australian video in the newsletter for this month as well.
Yes, I know. Okay. Oh, Portia, thank you, baby. Thank you for always being on top of important info hey, listen, that's what my job is all about. You know what I mean? To stay on top of everything because, listen, you just don't know, Nobody really knows everything that goes on 24/7, but it's my job to keep on top of that stuff,
Tom, don't buy it on eBay.
No.
Don't.
Please.
No, go to a local shop, anything nearby you, do it in person, pay cash. No identifying markers, no names, no addresses, nothing.
Yeah.
Don't do it that way. I mean, if you're going to go through a reputable dealer, that's one thing, but not on eBay.
Yeah.
Not on Amazon, none of that. Oh, okay. She meant Austria, not Australia.
Okay.
Sad about Austria. So that doesn't shock me. And so, yeah, can it happen in other places? Yeah. Can it happen here? Yeah, it can.
You're welcome, Tom. Anytime, baby. You can always come to us and get Trish and ask her.
Yeah, you can always email me, Tom. That kind of thing on the lockdowns. I mean, I've been discussing that for a while now. I fully expect it. It's not to freak anybody out, but I fully expect it. So if you can, on a regular basis, live your life as though it could happen next week, I would. And why? because that means you're prepping as much as you can in that week. And that's all you can do is prep week by week. So do that and just prep as though it's going to happen next week so that you're always on top of it, or trying to at least get on top of it to the best of your ability.
Right on.
And everybody's at a different place. So it's really hard to say what you can do and when you can do it. And nobody should be telling you how to do it, to the degree to forcing yourself. You don't want to get into debt to do it. You just need to do it on a regular basis. But
right.
like it's going to happen tomorrow or next week.
Right.
Don't stop. Just don't stop.
Right. Like what one person can do, maybe somebody else cannot, Right. So you have to do what you're comfortable with doing and what you are financially able to do.
Absolutely.
Just because one person can drop 1,000, maybe the next person can only drop 100. Right. So,
concentrate on food. Make food be your thing. Not necessarily the gold and the silver. You need the food first.
Right.
Once you find that you're content in that area and you think you've got enough to last it, then that's fine. Look into silver. Great. People should. But go with the food first.
Yeah. Home and garden. Tom is in the UK, sweetheart. Son, what are you doing? Hang on. Yeah, busy gal. You know what? I would pray to God that there is not, but you just never know. You know what I mean? You just never know. And you don't want to sit here and say, no, that it won't ever happen, because you're right. The American people will flip the hell out, but you just never know. So why not just prepare for it anyway?
Terry, is the newsletter through the mail? No, it's through email. I can't send them out to everybody. It's not possible to do it.
It'd be too expensive if we did it through the mail.
Too expensive and just not feasible. I'm the only one really doing that. You know what I mean? So I'm it. And I'm not going to be a print shop and send them out. No. So people email us and get on the list. I have your email address. That does not go to anybody else. It's not a list that gets sold to anybody. We have it, and that's it. Nobody else has access to it. And we just send you the email every month if you want to be on it. It is $5 a month or $55 for the year. We take 1 month off for doing that. If you want to be part of it, that's great. But November's is there. We started in September. You can get the catalog now of it starting in September if you want it by signing up. Just let us know you want September, October, November, or whatever month when you sign up for it.
Sorry. Hey, Jack Cat, you're going to have to go on his website and call them and see. Okay. Cause I don't know how he does that with out-of-state customers. I know that he deals with out-of-state customers every single day because he told me that he ships out-of-state every single day. So you're going to have to call him and find out how they do it monetarily with out-of-state customers. Okay. Sorry, Alan. I had to tell my son to shut his door. Alan read my lips when I put the mic on mute.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Because as soon as he comes home, what does he do? He starts playing video games, and it's boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, shut the door.
Terry asking about the newsletter and can you send a check? Just send me an email and I'll send you the info for it. It's a whole lot easier if you sign up by email first, and then I'll send you a return email with the instructions on it. Much easier. My email address is in the description box below, but it's taassociates1020@yahoo.com.
Sweet and spicy. How many protein bars do I have left? Well, I just restocked. Let me say that, because Big Lots had them on clearance. so I just restocked. So, because he literally a box a day, this kid. Okay.
I'm surprised he's not in the bathroom for 2 hours afterward.
Hi, Patches. Hi. Go.
People asking how much is the newsletter? $5 a month or $55 for the year. We take 1 month off if you prepay for the year.
Yeah, I mean, he just, well, you know what it is? He leaves for work at like 6:30 in the morning. He comes home, and he goes to the gym. So he's constantly go, 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 go. I mean, it's awful. Yeah.
Hey, have you heard anything about people robbing the shipping containers before they get loaded? And
Yeah, actually, that's what my video was about today.
Oh, did you? I haven't watched yours yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you've heard about it. What did you hear about it?
That's exactly what's going on. But they were hitting the electronics.
Isn't it amazing how they know which ones to hit?
I know. Yeah, I kind of find that funny, but I didn't want to lead on. So, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I have a question. How did they know which ones to hit? I mean, they didn't just, did they
insider hair? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did they randomly hit them and all of a sudden, oh, we want that one first?
Of course not. It's not, it's not like you go ding, 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 ding. Oh, this one has, what, VCRs. I'm showing my age,
Who'd they buy the list off of? That's what I want to know.
Exactly. This one has PS5s, and this has Xbox, and this one has OLED TVs, and this one has whatever, Yeah, no, they know before they even get to the shipyard. They know what the hell's in each one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was quite interesting. When they told me that the pod that I got delivered floats, we had a good laugh over that to find out that they float. Okay. And they mentioned, that the captains, when they do accidentally fall off the boat, how accidentally? Well, okay, if they fall off the boat, they're given orders to shoot holes in them so that they will sink. I don't know. Do they shoot holes in them, or does somebody come along and just, take them away? Are they color coded? That's a good point.
Because it's kind of funny, isn't it? How they're all different colors.
Yeah, they are different colors. So are they color coded for that kind of thing? I wonder. I don't know. But they have to have a manifest for the ship. They absolutely have to have it. It makes you wonder.
Yeah. I know. Linda, about the detergent and the laundry soap and the toilet paper and paper towels that are being stolen by looters going to grocery stores and Targets and all. They're stealing cars, taking the license plates off the cars, going in, taking everything that they want, throwing everything in the cars, and then taking off. And everybody's, loss prevention, and the cops are just throwing up their hands going, no, not touching it. It's because that stuff is going to go for triple the amount of price. when nothing gets delivered anymore.
Yeah.
And we are a Venezuela.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why people are doing this.
Mm. Amazing.
But people like us who wait till payday and do couponing so we can get $1 off of Tide or Gain or Purex or whatever. All right? That's why.
Yeah.
Because you have smacked asses that think it's funny.
Yeah. So we can't talk about this, but the 55-year thing, you know,
What?
the FDA wants 55 years to release, what was it? 55 years to release. Remember that?
No.
Somebody made a comment about it a second ago here. To release the contents. They want 55 years. That's what they asked for. They want 55 years. I found that amazing because doesn't that equal, the length of time that most of the people who received it, you know, their lifespan, right? Most people.
I'm reading the comment now.
So,
Why 55 years? That's,
because
I
it
mean,
will outlive that time frame, will outlast most of the people that have
who are
taken it.
alive today.
And
Yeah.
right, yeah, and most of their descendants or their current relatives, right? So there wouldn't be any lawsuits, would there be? Right? I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, because you won't see any commercials on TV saying, if you took,
Right.
you
55,
may be entitled to compensation.
55 years. That's what they asked for. Really? 55 years. And do you think they'll get that?
Of course they will.
It's amazing, isn't it? They just got approval for round 2.
Look how long it took to get, what was it? The unredacted things on aliens, JFK, and something else.
Yeah, that was good, Cyan. Just like with the JFK assassination files. Yeah, lock them up for 50 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm like, wow, 55 years. Well, I'm not taking it.
Hell no.
You know.
Well, you know what, though? Wait, hang on. What was that? You can read what's in it on the CDC. Don't know what anything is, but it's on there. So you know what we should do, Christine, is go on the CDC's website, write everything down, put it in a safe place.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I'm just thinking outside the box here. Huh?
If you think that's true, honestly, if you think what they are going to tell you is in there is actually true.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. But,
Yeah, sorry, but don't believe them.
Yeah. Yeah, Cyan, you're right. History repeats itself every 80 years. So let's go back to 80 years ago. And what the hell happened then? So what are we looking at tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't know. They've mentioned some outrageous sum of people that got that. I don't know how many really did. Are we at 35%, 50%? We're certainly not at 80%. Give me a break.
No.
We're not at 80. We're not even close to 80, and I think that's why they're trying to push so hard. But just the idea that they can keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and now try to give them to little kids. Because people in my age bracket and up, they don't really give a crap anymore. We're the ones that are gonna try to stick to our rights and all that good stuff, right? they're going after the younger ones.
That's right, Cyan. Food shortages 80 years ago, the Great Depression. Well, shit.
I still think, though, a lot of that had to do with money itself, which it will here too.
But look at what we're going through financial wise. Hello.
Right. That's what I mean. That's going to hit that as well. But, sugar was rationed. Wheat, flour, all of that was rationed, right? Where are we going? Rations? I think so. So if not shortages, I think rationing is probably going to be the next thing. Just my opinion. Take it for whatever you want. But I think for them to not ration, I mean, in many ways they already are, right? You go to the store, you see the limits. You can only buy one of this. You can only buy 2 of these. They're already rationing. They just haven't issued the ration card.
Charles just said, he browsing through Walmart online and found a seller with 10 to 12 count cases of canning jars for $12 each. He bought all of them. Well, good for you, because that's a really good price.
Yeah, if you
can get a really good price.
If you can get it without having to pay shipping.
Well, a lot of times if it's over, a certain amount, it's free shipping.
Right. So, if you can do that. Anything that I've seen online with canning jars, I haven't found the free shipping yet, so it's outrageous. Like $30 to $40 a case. But why do that when you can buy them for $12 in the store? Yeah. I bought a book about your immune system, an older one, before all this started, because I heard they are going to rewrite books about the immune system. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. They're rewriting everything, history in itself. I mean, come on. Of course. Yeah. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me anymore. It's a joke. Everything is like a big joke anymore. It really is. And it's sad. 1930s would have been no food shortages yet. 1930s. The Great Depression was happening in the 1930s. It was the Dust Bowl. Thank you, Charles. Oh, yeah, free shipping, Charles just said. That's beautiful. Wow. Damn, what a great find, man. No kidding. Alice in Wonderland, entire end cap of jars for $9. Nice. If they're quartz or pints, grab them. If they're little tiny ones, I mean, unless you want to do jams and jellies, I wouldn't. But if they're quartz or pints, grab them. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, don't even ask. Just get them. Yeah. I mean, I walk out with the full cart, and people got to be looking at me like, what's wrong with you? But I get them anyway. I don't care. I'll go back in for another cart. Right on. Yeah, I have no mercy when it comes to jars. I will empty the shelf. Sorry. Val just said, internet says container colors mean different things. Color could impact its price. Really? That's what Val just said. I wonder why impacting its price. I don't know. Are you jealous? I'm going to drink the freshest coffee in the world in Colombia in a week. Tough Cookie, are you going to be sending me some? Then, no, yeah, I am jealous. Thank you. I love you, but, I am not your friend and shit. But, here we are. I am not jealous about that at all. Jack Cat, good question. Is there a website for those who are needing a job but don't want the you-know-what in the arm? I don't know, hon. I don't know. I think I mentioned a while back that I've had offers from the bank to go back, right?
Yeah.
So I jokingly said to them, well, send me the employee manual. I'll look it over and I'll let you know. And the offer. So they did, but the offer was no big deal. Okay, fine. But then they sent the manual. And I do what I always do. I turn to the back page. I never really read it. I just look at the back page. Fine print. Fine print. And it doesn't matter if you are telecommuting. They will treat you the same way. That's their terminology. Treat you the same way, whether you're in-house or you're telecommuting. That means if one has to be, that because you're there, doesn't matter if you're home, you still have to have that. And I'm like, nah, bye-bye.
What the hell does it matter? You're not interacting with people, so what does it matter?
Right. That's exactly what I said. And I went, nope, see you later. I didn't even answer them. I just put it aside.
That's like YouTube telling me that I have to get it.
Right? It's ridiculous.
I mean, seriously, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because Google pays me.
Yeah, I get it.
Even though I'm considered self-employed and I have to pay my own taxes and all, that's like Google telling me that, same thing. Yeah.
I thought it was laughable. I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't, you came to me, you asked me, I don't care.
Charles, I was looking for just, hang on, go up too fast. Wide mouth lids, but the prices were almost $1 each, so I might as well buy. Yeah, no kidding. I would have done the same exact thing that you did.
Okay, but here's a problem that I'm encountering when it comes to jars. I don't have them in front of me right now, but regular mouth lids, I should say regular mouth jars, of course,
right,
and everything, right? But case after case lately, that I have bought, the lids are damaged, and they're damaged because they're dented on the sides, but the what do you call it? The the ring that goes on.
Yes.
The ring is not dented or damaged in any way. That means they were dented before those rings were put on. So they weren't dented in the store when they were accidentally hit here or there. It was an entire case, and every single one of them were dented on the sides, and that means it won't hold the seal. So when you guys are canning, take a look when you take your rings off and you're going to fill your jars. When you take your lids off, take all of your lids, put them together in a stack, and then put them up to the light, holding them sideways, and look at the edge all the way around. If you find any dents on them, take those out. They will not seal.
I just used my last case last night too, and I didn't do that.
They may seal initially, but they won't stay sealed. In my case, they didn't even seal. So they weren't big dents, but it matters. So take them all off, even when you take them out of the box. Now, I've never had this happen with ones that I bought in a box. I've only had it happen with ones that are on the jars. But if it's happening in there, whether it's on one or whether it's on all 12, and in my case, it was the whole entire case. I got them at Target. But where you get them shouldn't matter, because they were not damaged on the ring. They were damaged on the lid before they were put on. That means it happened at the manufacturer. So I'm going to be writing an email to Ball, because now I've had it for 2 cases. 2 whole cases, and they were all regular mouth lids, but it can happen with any one of them.
Yeah.
I happened to run into a really great score the other day. I had sent you a picture of it.
Yeah, you did.
Cases of regular mouth lids, and I was happy to have them at that point, because I had just bought 2 cases of jars with regular mouth lids, and none of the lids would work. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to throw them away. They will work for vacuum sealing or for,
canning. Yeah.
put dry canning perhaps, or if you just want to place sugars and stuff like that in them.
That's
then
what I do. Sugars and flours and stuff
right.
like that.
So
Yeah.
they're good for that. But if you want them for pressure canning, which is why you're really buying them. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sending Ball an
I
email.
don't blame you. I don't
And
blame you at all. I would do the same thing.
With a copy of my receipt saying when I bought them and a picture of them in a stack showing the dents. Because, you know, I mean, the very least they could do is send me 2 replacement packs,
Yeah.
not the jars, but just the lids.
Yeah.
Let's see what their reaction is. You know, I'm going to be doing that this weekend, so
yeah,
I'll give you guys an update. But if you ever do any canning, take the lids off and put them all in a stack, and then just hold them up to the light and see all the way around if there's any dents.
Huh.
That's just a little tip, because you don't want to go through all the canning and do all of that.
I never looked at any of that. Damn.
Yeah. And I didn't until it happened to me, and I was like, what the heck? And why did that one not seal? And then I looked at the lid, and there was a dent in it. So the other ones never had a dent, but my next entire batch did. I'm like, son of a gun.
Huh.
Yeah. So I recently got 2 full cases of regular mouth lids, whole cases. And I was very, very happy to have them after having to replace 2 batches of them. Not happy about that. So I just found it odd that it was at the manufacturer. It's not like the rings were dented at all. You could say, well, if they went to Target and they got kicked around, okay, maybe. That's not the case.
Right.
So I'm going to be letting them know that their quality control has diminished in recent months.
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
I can't really read that. Sorry.
No, I'm just putting it up there so people can see it. It's not like a question or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Pam saying the same thing from Target, having a problem. But again, and some from Ace. But if it's only on the lid itself, it's not Target. You know, I'd like to say it was, because then I could just buy them somewhere else. But it's not the case.
Wow. Yeah, I have the only canning I've been doing is for sugars, flour, powdered sugar, brown sugar, you know, that type of thing. All of my baking goods,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
because I've been buying an overabundance of it.
Yeah.
Because something's telling me to.
Right. Yeah, I have all of my sugars on like the bottoms of the shelves, and then what do you call it? Then you can put another case on top of it easily enough of your pressure canned goods.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine to double stack those.
Yeah. Yeah. I have no room up here on this plant shelf here. I've got some over here at the coffee bar, and I just had to put a whole bunch in the pantry there. And I'm like, all right, you know, but I'm out of room in there now. I need more shelving. But it was either buy more shelving or buy a new freezer. And I'm like, I need a freezer. So that's why I bought a freezer this time instead of more shelving. So, yeah, just put them in jars with this, you know, lid and the ring. That's it. You know, pack it down as much as you can so you can get as much sugar or flour or powdered sugar or brown sugar or whatever you're putting in there. And just, you know, dry goods. That's all I do it in there.
Right. Someone asked, why prep sugar when you can just prep honey? I think the answer to that is just to have diverse items.
And plus, not a lot of people understand, you know, this stuff is going to holds its weight in gold in a SHTF situation as well.
Right. So you can use honey in just about everything, but, you know, there are certain recipes that you actually need sugar in.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Oh, Kitsy, you have no clue, baby. You have no clue. But my coffee and my chocolate stash looks like. I don't show all of it.
Um, Sheila, you cannot gallon can. You cannot. Quart is the largest one you can pressure can. You cannot do anything in half gallon or gallon in any way.
Yeah.
Now, that does not mean that you can't use those for sugars or flour.
Right. You've got the half gallons up there, and they're loaded with sugar, flour, and stuff like that. But you cannot ever pressure can that. Don't.
No. First off, I don't even know that they will fit. But even if they did, no, you can't do it.
Don't. No.
No.
That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Amarna Mizell has a question for you. There it is.
Yes, I do.
Email Trish, okay, Amarna?
It's what I do for work. So, yes, I do.
How do we store chocolate long term? In the freezer, okay? As long as you're climate controlled right now, you know, like I have so much, really. I don't have any room in my freezer, so it's just in the pantry. But then again, my air is on. You know what I mean? So, no, I don't put my coffee preps in the freezer. Everything's in the pantry. I've got too much to put in the freezer. I have no room in my freezer.
A lot of people mention putting things in the freezer, like, I don't know, flour, different things before you do. I have never once done that.
I do that to make sure those little weevil shites die. And then I can my stuff.
I've never seen anything like that in our stuff to begin with. But even so, one time I think I was doing rice one time, and I found a small black something in there, and that's what I thought of. I was like, oh my God, what's that? Turned out to be a black bean. And I was like, okay, there's one random black bean in here, and that's exactly what it was. I double checked it. But no, I've never seen anything weird in them. But not only that, I've never put anything in the freezer. I use an oxygen absorber if it's flour. But with regard to sugar and stuff like that, no, you can't use those. But I've never once put anything in the freezer. I know they say that that's what you should do, but I don't know. I never
well, it's only to kill the little shysters, you know.
Oh, how many pounds of what? Green?
Shit. There it is. Damn it.
Green coffee.
Yeah, like the green coffee beans.
Okay. How many? I probably have 4 or 5 bags. Regular bags of it. I don't have a lot of coffee beans. I would say maybe max half a dozen bags. As far as coffee goes, it's mostly ground coffee. It's all vacuum sealed, very tight. It will last for a very, very long time. And how much of that do I have? I don't know. A lot.
No.
I could probably, I'm 53, 54. I could go into my 80s. I have enough coffee. How long will it last if vacuum sealed? Well, as long as the vacuum stays, a very, very long time, just as long as beans would, if not longer. Well, I won't say longer, but about the same length of time, as long as you put the air out, because the air is what does the damage. So I did mine not just vacuum sealed, but I also put my iron on the silk setting, and I ran along the edge of it where the vacuum was originally done on both sides, the manufacturer side as well as, as well as the side that you're doing. And I run along the edge of it so that it's not just vacuum sealed, but now that last inch to an inch and a half that you have left on the bag, I seal that as well.
Right.
Just one of those quirks, because I've had on a rare occasion some of the seals not stay fully sealed. And this way.
And yeah, Deborah, you are 100% dead on balls accurate. If you've never had those dang moths in hidden box in the back of your pantry, you're blessed. They're a nightmare to get rid of. That's why I have little net bags full of little tiny mothballs. in my pantries.
I
And
have
I don't care about the mothball smell, because you know what? I'd rather have that than have my food taken over by these friggin' moths.
I have one right now that's flying around in the house, and I have a little trick to getting them. You want to know what it is? I'll show you. They're fast, but they can't beat a spray bottle. Get their wings wet, and then right to the floor and done. So I use this happens to have 409 in it, but you can use anything really. Works great. Best little catcher you can imagine. So yeah, trying to get rid of the little suckers. That's the problem. I was watching him. You know, where is he going to try to figure out where had he come from, and I still have yet to figure that out.
Yeah.
But right now it's just one.
Yeah.
That's it. You're gonna die.
Because they will literally destroy your food.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. Tara, spray bottle, bad kitty. Yes, that's it. That's where I learned it from.
Maybe dehydrated moths for extreme starvation. Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't spray the whole room. I'm just spraying it. That's
yeah.
all you have to do is get their wings wet, and they can't fly up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they do invade big time. They're awful. They're like little devils.
Yeah. Anyway, do you guys have anything else in the comment section that you want to ask or discuss? Let us know. In the meantime, anybody that's on the newsletter, it will be coming out this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, probably both days. So you'll get it when you get it. But anybody else that wants to sign up for it, just email me, taassociates1020@yahoo.com. $5 a month or $55 for the year if you prepay, and we'll get you on the list. You'll find some really interesting stuff in it, especially this week. We have 3 videos that are don't miss. Serious, don't miss. Can't talk about them on here. So, just want to let you guys know. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, please. Share the video. Trying to build Autumn's channel. We're getting closer and closer, but YouTube has a way of knocking people off. So everything you can to, boost your subscribership would be really appreciated. Do you have anything else, Autumn?
No.
All right.
Well, really, as you guys know, in the description box below, I support small businesses, okay? And a lot of those small businesses are people who are in our community, okay? If you won't mind, checking out their websites, okay, and, supporting their business. Like we have a candle maker as one of our businesses that we support, okay? Dirty White Boy, as you know, he is a mechanic. He can help you with getting car parts that you need, okay? We have a quilt maker, okay? We have a soap maker. We have, different things, different people, okay? Let's all stay together as a community and help each other out, okay? Especially with holidays coming around. If you, want to buy something for a family member, let's go through these guys first before we go to Walmart, okay?
Right.
So with that, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always,
go ahead, do it.
fearless.
All right. And before we go, Wendy, the answer to your question is yes. Okay. Have a good night.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Bye.
Good